So it's nearly time to head off to your exhibition, and here at Eye to Eye Events we want to give you and your team 3 last-minute tips to make sure that your investment really pays off. First up, has everyone who's going to be at the show done their rehearsals? I'm certain you'll have thought a lot about what your stand is going to be like, what products you want to showcase, maybe even what special offers you want to highlight. But what about the human beings who are going to be there? Get everyone ready and motivated by sharing what you hope to achieve by being at the show, reminding everybody of the great reasons why people should want to come and visit your stand, and then critically practicing the skills that are required to be really great at interacting with people at the show. Now here at Eye to Eye we call this kind of thing operational excellence, and it's one of the thousands of little things that we do every day to make sure that every exhibition we organise attracts more and more visitors every single year. So why not try this? This may seem a little weird initially, but why not get everybody in a room together and rehearse how you will engage visitors to your stand? Think through all the different kinds of people that might come and see you and the range of tactics you can use to get them really interested in you and what it is you have to show. Done the right way, this can actually be really great fun. Now you might say, why bother? Well, think about this. When you go to the theatre, for example, of course it's really nice if the stage has a pretty backdrop and it's well lit. But what you really go to see are brilliant performances. You expect the actors to have rehearsed in advance so that the show is as good as it can be. That's what an exhibition is like. Your stand is your stage, but it's the people on it that make or break the event for you. Rehearse brilliantly and you get the equivalent of an Oscar, a big bag full of lovely leads and orders. Secondly, when you're at the show, make a decision to be really welcoming to visitors to your stand. One of the biggest and most common mistakes we see exhibitors make is to fail to engage confidently with people who show interest in their stand. Sometimes they're too busy organising their stand or talking to each other, or even worst of all, using their smartphones. Here at Eye to Eye, we passionately believe in the untold possibilities of exhibitions. When someone strolls up to your stand, you've no idea whether they could be a truly transformative new contact or just some random tyre kicker. Unfortunately, their badge doesn't tell you which they are, so you really have no choice but to treat each and every visitor like absolute gold dust. Be utterly rigorous in recording everyone's details so you always follow up brilliantly. And make sure everyone on your stand realises they are there with a singular purpose, and that's to positively engage visitors. Make chatting with each other forbidden, and ask anyone who's looking miserable to go outside and cheer themselves up before coming back ready to wow that next amazing new potential customer. Of course though, you also need to make sure the pendulum doesn't swing too far in the other direction, where everyone within 10 metres of your stand gets pounced upon with all the sophistication of a market trader. Engage people, but do it intelligently and in a manner that makes the initial dialogue about them rather than you. Now, we're not talking about the disingenuous "how are you" type question, but instead make eye contact, give them a smile, read their badge if you can see it, use their name and ask them something about what's brought them to the show and particularly what's drawn them to your stand. Chat to them about their priorities and interests rather than leaping directly into a pitch for your stuff that everyone knows you've regurgitated 100 times already that day. This focus is part of what we call being forever relevant. We know that our shows are as much about attracting the right visitors as they are about making sure you have an amazing experience. We obsess about what visitors will find interesting and how to get them coming back in bigger and bigger numbers. And whilst we won't ever get it right with every single person who steps onto your stand, it's at that moment we hand them over to you, for you to make maximum possible advantage from them. Finally, remember that everything about your stand is a physical manifestation of your brand. At 9 AM on day one, stands and the people on them normally look pristine and bright-eyed, ready for action and full of positive anticipation. Naturally, over the course of a show, the physical and sometimes emotional debris of having thousands of people in one space can start to build up, and whilst we know it's our job to keep the public areas looking fantastic, it will really help you to keep everything looking perfect on your stand right up until the final moment of the final day. We can tell you countless stories of people's final visitor being the one that made the real difference for them at the event. How tragic would it be if you put them off just because you and your stand looked a bit shabby, or worse, if you decided to try and beat the traffic by breaking down early? Bring more of your stuff to the show than you think you could ever possibly need. Far better to take lots home with you than run out just before that crucial opportunity arrives. Here at I2I, we call this being a class act, and we'll do our part to make everything around your stand look fantastic all the time. If you do the same, it's going to be just great for everyone. So there you have it. Be operationally excellent by making sure everyone is fully rehearsed. Be forever relevant by warmly and confidently engaging visitors to your stand in a way that's about them, not you. And be a real class act by making sure that your stand is beautiful and fully stocked right up until the very last minute. Do all this, and the possibilities of this show will be much more than untold. They'll be unlimited.